friends. So I'm doing a quick reading on some intuitive stuff that I got through. So just to quickly run through the intuitive things. First of all, there was this sense of like comfort and support, and I could there could feel like a hand on my shoulder, and yeah, just this feeling of like being supported. Like yeah, that's more or less it. But then there was this sudden rush and this sudden jolt, and I saw the number 10. So I don't know what that was, but rushing, jolting, and the number 10 together. So I don't know if that means anything to anyone. I could see clouds at one point, and I could see, what else? There was something else that I'm forgetting. Oh, there was a man as well. He was kind of like sat down, like maybe like sat on a step or on a chair, and he had a key in his hands. He was like looking at this key in his hands, and it's kind of like a slightly like square-headed key, and the actual key section, the bit that goes in the lock, was slightly off center. It was a silver key, and he was like playing with it in his hand, and he was like stroking the actual key part, like he was about to go and unlock something, or about to do something. So I do feel like somebody's had this jolt with the number 10, and they're getting like support now, whether this is from a friend or a family member, or even like a spirit guide. You know, like the universe is giving this person a nudge to, like the support to step forward and do something, to unlock something. I'm not sure, but then there was some other stuff, but I didn't write it all down. I was kind of in and out of sleep a little bit, and I couldn't get it all. But then there was something I heard very, 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 very clearly. I need to settle with my best friend. It was a man's voice. I need to settle with my best friend. Now, I don't know if it means like settle down, like I need to settle down with my best friend, we need to get a house together, something like that, especially with the key. Or it's like I need to settle things, like maybe there'd been an argument, and you know, they had to reach some sort of agreement. I don't know. I have to settle I have to settle with my best friend was the phrase. So I pulled some cards on it. The best friend is coming through as the Queen of Water and the Ten of Earth. So it looks like this, it could be a mother figure. It's basically, someone who's very, very nurturing. Could be a water sign, specifically Cancerian, but doesn't have to be. It doesn't even have to be female. But it's normally somebody who's very, very open with their emotions. They have a lot of emotional control, very in touch with their emotions, intuitive, maybe even like a little bit, you know, those people who kind of know how you're feeling when you've not even said anything, those kind of people. So supportive, loving, nurturing, wears the heart on the sleeve, very open with their emotions, very expressive. They could do something artistic that involves their emotions, like painting, drawing, writing poetry, these kind of things. Not necessarily, but could be. The Ten of Earth indicates that this is someone who there were shared resources with this person, or shared finances. The Ten of Earth indicates that there's multiple people involved, and there's material things involved. So money, home, business, something like this. So something was shared with this Queen of Water, Queen of Cups character, and this was the best friend. So moving swiftly on. The underlying is the Ace of Fire. Now, I do believe that somebody has something that they're passionate about. It's something new. It's something that feels divinely directed. It could be that this person is moving into a new relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be some sort of passion project, an idea that they want to get off the ground, but something they want to do, but there's a lot of passion behind it. So this is what's underlying and motivating the reading. The 3 cards that have come through for specifically when I asked what does this mean, I have to settle with my best friend. I have to settle with my best friend. What does this mean? I was given the Fool card, the Ace of Air, and the Six of Water. You can see I've clarified underneath there. So you can also see that all looking back at the past, and the Six of Water is a card about nostalgia, about thinking about the past, about thinking things through from the past. So this could even be, it's funny because I've been thinking about my best friend from high school who I've kind of lost touch with. So it could be something similar. Normally, whatever I'm thinking about, it's because it's resources that I need for the reading to understand the reading. So yeah, best friend from the past, thinking about the good times, having a lot of nostalgia about the relationship, all this looking back energy. Now with the Fool card and the Ace of Air, it's like somebody wants to take a leap back, you know, maybe even getting back in contact. Aces are about new things, so it could be revealing a piece of information, or speaking a truth, or having some sort of idea that they want to do, but it does involve this kind of like returning or going back energy. Funny again with this key that I saw, it's like maybe like a key to an old house or an old property or an old something that was shared with this person. So yeah, the Fool card is like a leap of faith. Now these two cards both have an aspect of feeling divinely guided. This is something that this person feels like they have to do. It's like it just feels like now's the time, it's fate, I know I've got to do this. So a bit of a gamble here with the Fool, but it feels divinely guided, taking a leap of faith back to the past with some kind of information or news or something that needs to be said or done. This is like a light bulb moment, a moment of clarity, and it could be it's definitely something about the past, could be also some kind of soulmate connection here. Now soulmates doesn't necessarily mean we have to live happily ever after together. Basically anyone who's important in our life is considered a soulmate. So you could say that your mother was a soulmate, you know, you could say that your best friend or your you know, somebody, a co-worker was a soulmate, anybody who has a big impact in your life and who there's a strong bond with, right? So it doesn't have to be romantic. It's coming through with best friend. So yeah, definitely shared memories here, nostalgia, somebody who is important in this person's life. Okay, let's move these aside a second and look at the Fool card a bit more closely. So I clarified the Fool card. I got the Ten of Air and the Four of Earth to start with. So what this tells me, I'm just going to check in the viewfinder that you can see this clearly. Yeah, this tells me that this leap of faith, this jumping back into the past, you can see again they're all turned backwards towards the past. There was something that happened here. I feel like it is something that happened in the past where somebody felt like there was some sort of betrayal. It could be that somebody felt betrayed by God. You can see that this person's looking up at feathers, betrayed by fate, something like this. Or it could just be that this person felt like they stabbed the best friend in the back, or the best friend stabbed them in the back. The Ten of Air is an ending, something that ended and it was painful. It feels like something that was unresolved between these two people, possibly. The Four of Air talks about healing from something, mentally healing from something. So it talks about having to have a bed day or a day in rest. It can talk about sickness. Normally it's quite mild. It's like, oh, I've got I'm feeling a bit ill, I need to have a week in bed, you know. It can talk about mild stress, mild anxiety. There's other cards that are more severe. So this is sort of like, I've been processing this, I've been healing, I've been thinking things through, I've been taking my time to come to terms with whatever this betrayal, this ending, this painful Ten of Air energy was. So somebody's really thought this through. I clarified the betrayal, the Ten of Air. Why is this here? Now, it's not very clear to me what this means, but I'll show you what came out. I'm going to be honest if I'm not sure what this is. It comes through the messenger of Earth, which is Virgo energy. Again, it doesn't have to be these signs. The Fool is Aries. I didn't mention that, but there you go if you want to hear the signs. Again, we are all affected by all the star signs and the planets at some point. So you don't, unless it's like, yes, that is exactly that star sign, don't weigh too heavily on the actual signs. But the messenger of air is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is information or action being taken, or a gift being given, but it's something that was very, very slow moving. The Knight of Pentacles tends to be very slow and steady. So slow and steady movement towards happiness here, shared happiness. The Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is the perfect day, or the happy ending. You know, it's good feelings, good vibrations, enjoying life with the people around you. You know, those moments where perhaps this person's been looking back at pictures from the past and remembering the happier days. But there's something about, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong here. This is the thing. I don't understand why the Ten of Swords would be clarified by two fairly positive cards. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, but that can be a good thing, you know, where the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords tends to rush in and out. Then the Knight of Pentacles or the Messenger of Earth is much more steady. They think about what they're doing, they take the time to do it right. So strange to me that that should be what clarifies the Ten of Air, but there you go. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to put these in reverse or get different cards out. You know, I'm going to tell you what comes through, and if I don't understand it, I'm going to say. So maybe that makes a little bit more sense to you than it does to me. So next on the list, oh, I just got, sorry, just as I was putting them away, I was drawn to the angel wings, and they were giving me Robbie Williams, I'm Loving Angels Instead. So I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone. I'm Loving Angels Instead by Robbie Williams. The next card to come along, the Ace of Air. So again, this is the truth spoken, the idea, the sudden realization. Now it could be, do you know what? It could be that somebody's flying, because I'm really being drawn to the wings. Now it could be that you're guided by angels. I did say that there was that feeling of being supported, of having someone's hand on your shoulder. So it could be that somebody's it could just be like ancestral guides, somebody who's on the other side, who's you know, an ancestor, a family member, a best friend who's passed over, who's supporting you. But yeah, it could also be that someone's flying. I'm not seeing any other cards, I don't think, that would indicate that, but I'm just getting it from those cards. So that could be for somebody there. Here we have the Ace of Air, which was clarified by all these cards. So quite a lot of cards. How do I do this so that you can see them all? So we've got two cups here, definitely a best friend. We've got the Six of Cups, which indicates a soulmate connection, a strong connection in your life, not necessarily romantic. And the Two of Water, again, Two of Cups. This is two people, probably, yeah, definitely best friends. I don't know what else to say, best friend energy. Two people who get along very well. They know what each other are thinking very often because they know each other so well. They can look at each other across the room and catch each other's eye and be like, we're on the same page. So it's that kind of connection we're talking about here. So what I'm seeing with this Ace of Air, this truth, this revelation, this information, going back to this past situation, the Eight of Air talks about feeling very trapped, mentally trapped, not knowing how to take the next step. Now, the Nine of Air is also here. So you've actually got three cards here about somebody really being in their own head. The Four of Air, air indicates swords. Swords are your thoughts, mental things. So yeah, anxiety. Now I did say that this is mild anxiety, mild stress, and there's worse cards. The worst card is here, the Nine of Air. That is severe anxiety, severe mental health issues, severe stress, nightmares, really feeling, really getting in your head and struggling with your own thoughts. There's actually a lot of sword energy here, and swords can also indicate communication, so this could be difficult communication. But here, the Eight of Air, somebody feeling trapped, not knowing which direction to take. The Two of Fire is some kind of choice point or decision that needs to be made. Do I go left? Do I go right? Now, again, I want to draw your attention again to how most of the cards are facing backwards. These three all facing backwards, facing backwards, facing backwards, facing backwards. The fish in two different directions. So actually that tells me something. That tells me that one person could be heading backwards and one person could be heading forwards. One person could live very much in the past, in about, you know, the things that had happened. One person could be ready to leave the past behind and move forward, which explains why we're getting things like the Ace of Fire and the Ace of Air. Oh, Queen of Air as well there. I didn't see that before. Lots of air energy. So a choice point, a decision. Do I go back? Do I go forwards? Now with the Ace of Fire underlying this, I do feel like, you can see here, there's these two lanterns. I do feel like somebody passionately wants to move forward with something. Now, I don't know if this return to the past is a permanent return to the past, or if they're returning to settle something, to make amends, to apologise. So I'm not quite sure. There is a decision point. It could go two ways, right? Now, the messenger of air, going back to the past, this is the Knight of Swords that I was talking about before, where we had the Knight of Pentacles, who's very slow moving. The Knight of Swords is fast moving. This is, I'm going to take action. I'm going to communicate something. I'm going to go and speak my truth. I'm really in my head about it. This is like overthinking this. How do I, could be that I don't know how to communicate. I'm trapped in my own head. I don't know how to communicate, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to communicate and do the things that I need to do. It's like action being taken, a decision to do something, a lot, really, really getting stuck in their own thoughts. But it is about this Two of Cups. It is about this best friend, soulmate, pairing. It is about this connection. I need to settle with my best friend. So yeah, the Nine of Air is a lot of stress and anxiety over what this person's doing, but there's very fast movement here. I do feel like it could be that somebody suddenly moves instinctively. It could be that somebody knows that they have to do this now. This could be, I know what I have to do. And the Fool card, again, Aries energy. It's like all of a sudden there's this, I know what I've got to do. I'm in my head about it, but I'm doing it kind of energy. Now we've got this Six of Cups. Six of Cups, soulmates, nostalgia. This came in with the Page of Water and the Magician card. So I feel like this could definitely be an apology. Now, I could also read it as a small gesture, the heart opening, a small gift, a small offering, a small love token, a small hey, how are you doing? You know, the Page of Water can come in with like a small emotion. With the Magician card, who's a much stronger energy, it could be that somebody's either manifesting an apology, manifesting an opening in this connection, but I wasn't really getting that. I was getting there's memories here of the past. There's memories of perhaps this person betrayed the best friend. Perhaps they were betrayed by the best friend. But it's coming in with this, I need to make things right. So I'm going in with an apology because I was somewhat deceptive. The Magician card is ruled by Mercury, Virgo, Gemini energy, and it's it can indicate a slight deceptive energy. Not to say anything bad about Virgos and Gemini, it's just an aspect of being ruled by Mercury, right? The mischievous messenger god. My inkling was this is an apology for some kind of underhandedness or some kind of secrecy or something in the past. So I clarified the Magician, and indeed I got the Three of Air in reverse and the Seven of Air. Now the Seven of Air is a card about deception, about wearing a mask, about sneaking around at night. It's very much a sneaky card, sneaky energy, which is what I was picking up on from this Magician card. So, and then the Three of Air is healing from heartbreak. In this way, the Three of Swords, so much swords energy in this reading. Someone's really put a lot of thought into whatever this is. Yeah, Three of Swords is heartbreak. In the reverse, it's healing heartbreak, getting over heartbreak, coming out the other side, healing heartbreak, apologizing, understanding that they have to apologize to a friend from the past because of some kind of deceptive behavior. So there we go. That's what I've got so far. So I don't want to push too far. I don't want to everybody's dirty laundry out in public, right? If it's your reading, it's your reading. If it's not resonating, it's not your reading. Leave it for whoever's reading it is. There's two people though clearly in this reading. There's the person who's had the light bulb moment, who's preparing to take action in regards to this connection from the past. I feel like it's almost like resolving something so they can move forward with the Ace of Fire. I could be wrong. It could be apologizing in the hopes that they can rekindle, maybe like relight the spark in this connection. I'm not sure. Excuse me a second. Someone was just telling me about an adventure. I won't say any more than that because, yeah, you don't need to know, but... okay, so... Oh, I should say as well, the song that randomized for this reading was 8 by Billie Eilish. So I do recommend you go and look up the lyrics to that song, 8 by Billie Eilish. There's definitely... that's definitely about a connection from the past. So that may be significant, it may not be. I'm going to ask about the main person in this reading, the person who's had this light bulb moment. They've been thinking a lot about the past. They're taking some sort of leap of faith backwards towards this best friend. Oh, that's too many cards. They are saying go the distance though. So I think they are saying you need to do this, right? Can I get relationship advice, please? Oh my goodness, clean it up. Can I get one card, please? This person is definitely stuck in their own head. Can I get... Right, hang on, let me be clear. So the person who I heard say, I need to settle with my best friend, that person, please can I get one card, relationship advice, for the person who I heard say, I need to settle with my best friend. Can I get one card, please? Relationship advice, exchanging gifts. So it could definitely be a present involved. We'll find out. Maybe you need to go with a gift in your hand. Maybe they're telling you don't show up empty-handed. The law of giving and receiving, currency trade-offs, weighing costs and determining value. Relationship message. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. The Six of Cups, I didn't mention this, but it is a card about equal give and take, as is the Two of Cups. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. I'm annoyed with myself because when I was talking about my son, he's Pisces, and this card here does talk to me about Pisces energy. And when I was talking about my son, the card flashed back up again in my eyes. And I was getting Open My Heart by Madonna. Open your heart to me, baby. You hold the lock. No, I hold the lock and you hold the key. And I didn't say it. And now I'm kicking myself because literally it's there. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. Perhaps this is somebody returning to a friend and saying, you know, you're more than a friend to me. I want to settle down with you. I want to build a life with you. You know, it could be, let's take this to the next level. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So to the friend. So the best friend then, this energy. The best friend. Can I get, if the best friend's watching, can I get relationship advice, please, for the best friend? One card, please. Relationship advice for the best friend. Relationship advice for the best friend. Okay, can I get relationship advice for the best friend, please? Mending, yeah, so it could definitely be mending a relationship. We've also got, I'm not going to read it. Oh, okay, truth be told. Here's the truth. This is a card literally about the truth. So I think be receptive. This is also a card about being receptive. Yin energy, be yielding, be receptive to what this person has to say. I'm going to read this for both. I feel like this is for both. So 52 though. So this is for the best friend, 52. Any of these numbers may be significant for you as well. So we've got 27, 14 and 52. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Yeah, settle with my best friends. It feels like settle an argument then, right? Mending. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. Open your heart, right? He's literally, look, he's got his chest open. Open your heart. Both of you open your heart, right? And equal give and take. Be receptive to what the other person's saying. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. I want to say that the Queen of Cups has an open heart. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Well, I think the answer is clear here on both sides, right? It's time to settle. It's time to settle an old argument. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. People will tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up till now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. Well, I think that is really clear. I feel like that advice was really on point. So maybe if you want to, just go back and listen to that advice again. But the key features: open your heart, be receptive. This is to both people. Open your heart, be receptive, speak your truth, listen to what the other person's truth is, understand that you can both have different truths and it's okay, and then take steps to find common ground and figuring out how to move forward. Now, for some of you, this might be a goodbye. This might be, I'm moving on, but I need you to understand my truth and I want to hear your truth about this situation. And then we're going to close this door on good terms and we're going to move forward. We're going to go our separate ways, right? What do we see here? So it doesn't have to be. I mean, I don't know what the outcome's going to be. It depends on how receptive you both are, right, and what you both want, but these fish are swimming in different directions. The playing a Lana Del Rey song in my head, it came through, I want to say it came through for the last Tell Me Anything reading or just after, and it's actually one of Libra's songs for Monday, but it's I hope at the gate they'll tell me that you're mine. There's this thing about gates, keeps coming through, not in just my reading, but in other people's reading. I don't know, gates. Could be, again, airport. There's gates at an airport. I hope at the gates that you tell me you're mine. So yeah, somebody's expressing the truth, telling someone how they feel, wanting to settle an old argument, find common ground, and either work together moving forwards, which I think is entirely possible if both people are open and receptive to that, or, you know, shaking hands and going your separate ways on good terms. So whoever this reading is for, I really, really hope this was helpful for you. I hope it gave you some clarity, and I hope I didn't add to that mental confusion. Huge amount of swords energy here. This is strong communication and action and a lot of thought. So if you're the best friend and somebody comes at you like this, please be open and receptive to what they say, because this means a lot to that person, I want to say. All right, do take care, guys. Do look after yourselves no matter what happens. There will be some more songs in the description box down below for you. I'll randomize some more songs as I'm uploading this video. Everything's shifting. It's really weird. I've got this weird sensation of like things like shifting like that. It's really strange. Yeah, I feel like there is a timeline here. This is a situation that could go different ways. So good luck. Do take care, be receptive, be honest, be truthful with yourselves and others, and bring more love into the world no matter what direction your life is taking you. Do take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.